Welcome back to my YouTube. Happy Monday. So let me just turn the camera a little bit. So today I'm going to be doing a Q&A and my makeup. So I will talk you guys through what I'm doing with my makeup, and I will also answer some questions while I'm doing it. We're going to afternoon tea today with my mom, which will be really cute. So I need to get ready. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm using the YSL Touche Éclat Blur Primer, and I'm going to put that on my face and I'm going to blend it in with a brush. As you guys can see, I'm running severely low on this. So YSL, please come through because I need some more. And I'm going to rub that in with the brush. And Emma is going to ask me the first question.
Okay, I'm going to ask the first question in no particular order. I'm going to start with this one because I think it's quite sweet.
Okay.
Okay, what advice would you give your younger self?
Ooh.
Maybe choose a couple things. What would you tell Uma?
I would tell my younger self not to worry too much because everything always works out in the end. And I would also tell my younger self to always be kind and be yourself, but don't be taken advantage of, because sometimes people take kindness for weakness and can be mean. So I would tell my younger self to always be myself, not worry too much, and know when people are being genuine and when they're not. The next thing I'm going to use is my foundation. So I use a Huda Beauty Easy Blur Airbrush foundation, and I sort of just dot that all over my face and then also blend that in with a brush.
Next one. Okay. Next one. This one kind of follows on nicely.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any quotes that you live by? Or do you have a favourite quote?
That's a good
It's
question.
a hard question.
Yeah, that's because I feel like I do have a quote. Probably, I don't know. I feel like there is a quote that I live by, but I actually can't remember it. So maybe I don't live by it. But maybe just
It's a hard question.
life is short.
Oh.
So cherish every second with your loved ones, and don't put too much stress on yourself, because before you know it, I think it will be over. And and it says, but it's true.
It's true.
Before you know it, it will be over, and you will look back on your time and think, why did I stress so much about so and so? I'm gonna pat this in now with this giant. What do you call this?
Oh my god, it's huge!
I know it's so big, but what do you call it? I can't remember.
It's a powder puff. Look how small my one is compared.
Emma's got a small one.
Okay. What's your dream holiday destinations or places that you want to travel?
Oh, my dream holiday destinations would be to Hawaii. I've always wanted to go to Hawaii, and there's so much that you can do there. And I've always wanted to go to Hawaii, but I didn't realize how literally in the middle of nowhere it is. So that's a bit scary. But I've always wanted to go to Hawaii, Bahamas. I need to go to Lapland. We were meant to go this year, Will and I, but it was we were too busy in the end. Yeah, I need to go to Lapland. I also want to go to Barbados, Jamaica, and the Dominican Republic. Mauritius is also somewhere that I want to go to, and Seychelles. There's lots of places. I also want to go to New Zealand because I just feel
so cool.
Yeah, I just feel like it's so far away. Anyway, so the next thing I'm using is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sun Kiss Bronzer. And I use a little brush just to brush it on my cheekbones and on my forehead, and then I blend that in with the same brush.
I'm ready. Okay, this one's cute.
Oh.
How do you feel about your fan pages?
Oh my god, I love my fan pages. And I'm actually so grateful that I have so much support. I love my fan pages. They literally make me feel just loved and supported, and they're just they're all so sweet. Yeah,
so cute.
I love them. I would love to have a chance to meet them all.
Yeah,
I actually met, I was with Will. I actually met someone who runs a fan page for me when I was in IKEA, and I was she was like, I actually have a fan page for you, and I was like, whoa.
That's so cool.
So
no, they put so much effort into them as well.
Exactly.
I think they're amazing.
I honestly think it's just like really, it's like a heartwarming feeling to know that people appreciate you so much, to keep up with you so much. It's just really lovely.
Yeah.
So I love all my fan pages. I adore them and I wish them nothing but greatness in life. Next question.
Okay. My next one is, it's a lot of questions.
I know. It's good though.
No, it's very good. Okay. 3 makeup products. Like, if you had to choose 3,
Yeah.
you could and you had to get rid of all the rest.
Yeah.
For, the rest of your life.
Oh.
What 3 products would you choose?
Is this like makeup specific products, do you think? Or do you think it's just like general?
I think it's general.
Okay.
Maybe choose the makeup product as in contour, and then you could also give your favourite one.
Okay, cool. So bronzer, I would keep because I feel like it just gives you like a healthy glow. And I would use the Charlotte Tilbury Sun-Kissed bronzer for the rest of my life. Lip liner, guys, because you know I love a brown lip. And I would probably use... Well, there's quite a lot of lip liners I use, so I don't think I'd be able to... I think it's quite difficult for me to just choose one lip liner. And then the last thing would probably be concealer.
Yeah.
Because, I feel like that gives your face, that gives you an opportunity to, still look done up. Do you know what I mean? You'd be able to, contour your face well with the concealer and the bronzer. And then still, contour your lips too. So, those would be my 3 essential makeup products because they all are amazing. The next product I am using now that the bronzer is all blended in is the Urban Decay Stay Naked Quickie Concealer, which is exciting. Also, yesterday I put extensions on my eyelash, but just on the end, 2 longer ones, and it looks really good. When you use mascara with it, it looks really good. It looks really natural, which is very nice. And I put the concealer just in the corner of my eye here, and on the outer corner to snatch me.
Snatched.
So I look snatched, but I do let that sit for a little while. And while I let that sit, I usually brush through my brows. So for this, I'm using the Sephora Fluff and Fix Brow Wax, which is a really, really good brow wax. The favourite ones that I've used is the L'Oreal one and this Sephora one. They're both so good. So I just use that. That's all I use on my brows to brush it through. They're actually in desperate need of being plucked, but let's not talk about that. So this is all I use on my brows, and I just brush them through. I usually focus on brushing the front of it kind of up, and then the rest of it to the side, if that makes sense. And then I let that get tacky and I sort of press it down with my finger so it stays. And then I do the same with the other one.
Gorgeous.
Yay! Emma approves.
I approve. Okay, okay, I like this one. What was your first impressions of Will in the villa? On that immediate first meeting.
What was my first impression of him?
Yeah.
I think my first impression of him was that he was cool. Because he was yeah, I remember he said that he was nervous, but I remember thinking, oh my God, how is he so calm? So I think my first impression of him, that he was really cool, a bit of a lad. But he was also really kind. But then when we actually had a conversation, because the first thing that I said to him was, do you want a tour of the villa? And he said, yeah. And then we were basically told that can happen later. Yeah. But then we had a conversation later that evening. And then I just thought that he was just so sweet. Also, a little bit nervous, which was really cute. So those were my first impressions of Will.
This chair just shot up.
Oh, the chair malfunctions.
Yeah, very cool guy. I agree.
So with my concealer, I sort of the one in the outer corner, I sort of swipe it up and then blend it in, but make sure there's no harsh lines because, I don't know, I used to have loads of harsh lines and then my mum started telling me Uma, that's not a look. So I said, okay. And I stopped doing the harsh lines. And then once that's all blended out and I feel I'm happy with it, I let that set for a second before I put on powder, because I've noticed when I put powder on it and it's still wet, it sort of bunches up quite a lot under my eye. So I let that set for now. Do one healthy spritz of setting spray. So I'm using the MAC Fix Plus setting spray, alcohol free. And I do a spray of setting spray. Then I'm gonna do the thing with my eyebrows where I like press them down. Don't know if I already did that, can't remember. And while I let my concealer dry, I'm gonna do my mascara. So I'm using the Hourglass Unlocked Instant Extension Mascara. And I've been using it recently and it's really good.
Okay, this one's nice. Who were your role models growing up, and in what positive way did they influence your career?
Ooh, my role models growing up. I feel like everyone would probably expect me to say someone famous, but I genuinely think that my role models were my sister and my mum. Yeah. Because with my sister, she's always been so intelligent, like one of the most intelligent people I've ever met, and she's got a very level head. So, you know, she's able to give really good advice, she's able to not act on emotion and to sort of take situations in and act accordingly, which I've always appreciated about her. And honestly, she's always been the person that I've gone to if I'm really upset or if I feel stressed or worried about anything in any way. So that's why my sister's been a huge role model for me. And my mum has been a huge role model for me as well, because I just think that she's so kind and she's so amazing, and she's always made a point to teach me to not have hatred in my heart, which I love her for, because, you know, like, she's just a happy lady. Even though things can go wrong, she always appreciates things for what they are, which I just love. I think, yeah, my mum has always taught me to be positive, and she has always praised me and never put me down, and just been an amazing mum, always been there for me. And my sister has sort of, like, almost like done the same thing and, like, taught me my worth, which is nice. And they always tell me when I'm out of line, which I also appreciate a lot, because everyone needs that. Everyone needs, like, an honest person in their life who tells them the truth. Otherwise, you know, you'll go through life being a brat.
Yeah. What are your goals for this new year?
My goals for this new year. So I would say my goals for this new year are to be more consistent. So post on social media more consistently, wake up earlier more consistently, go to the gym more consistently. And also I really struggle. I mean, I never used to post on social media, and I really would rarely reply to my messages. It wasn't really my main thing in life. It wasn't like I wasn't always on social media. So I really struggle to keep up with, like, answering messages and replying to comments and saying thank you. So my New Year's resolution also is being more consistent in replying to people and comments. So that's my mascara done. Mascara! So now I'm going to do my powder, because I feel like my under eye concealer has had enough time to settle in. And I'm just going to brush out the little creases that I've formed before I do that.
Okay, this is a good question.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Okay. How did you get into modelling? Any advice and tips?
Okay, so I always wanted to be a model when I was younger. I think my sister sort of got into it, and I just wanted to be her. So I was like, okay, that's what I need to do, of course. But I also just like the whole side of modelling, and, like, I feel like I had the confidence to do it. So it was always something that I wanted to do. And the way I got into it was, I don't know, I feel like you would know, I feel like I just sort of held back from, like, applying. It was almost like something that I didn't want to do in case I was rejected. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so I feel like I sort of, like, was worried about being rejected. So I was sort of just waiting until something came up for me. And then I was in the airport, and I met this lovely lady, and she basically was like, she was on, like, a family holiday, but she was like, I've never done this on a family holiday, but, like, are you a model? And I was like, no. And then she said that she is, like, the head model, what would you call it? Casting person for Pretty Little Thing. and that like to take her details and send her some photos and stuff, and then like, you know, we can go from there. So I did exactly that, and then I became a model for Pretty Little Thing, which was really, really fun actually for quite a while. And and that was kind of like most of my modeling experience, because not too long after that, I was probably doing it for about 7 months before this new career has started and my life has changed. So that's all my modeling experience. But if I could give advice to anyone, it would be to be confident in yourself, because confidence is also part of, I think, the whole model vibe. So be confident in yourself and, you know, just go out there and apply to as many agencies as you can, because you might get 5 no's, but you could get 1 yes that could change your life. So that would be my advice. Just finished doing my powder. I didn't even say what powder it was. So I'm using the YSL All Hours Hyper Finish powder, and I'm obsessed with it. Honestly, it was like going to be one of my products, my 3 essential beauty products, but then like I feel like I'd rather have a bronzer and a concealer over a powder. And now I'm going to use the All Hours Hyper Bronze by YSL, just to sort of go over my bronzer and bring it back to life. Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking back on the thing for questions. There's so many good ones. Okay. I've got a feeling you might have like already said this before, like in another video or something.
Yeah.
But do you have any plastic surgery or fillers?
I don't have any plastic surgery or fillers. I'm not opposed to people getting it, because I think if it makes you feel better about yourself, then do it. But I don't have any plastic surgery or fillers. I think like in the future I'll probably get Botox in my forehead to prevent like fine lines from forming. But other than that, I don't really have anything else planned. I feel like I don't know, I just haven't ever felt the need to have it. But there's my answer for that, honey. Yeah. Says yeah.
Me on the other hand.
So that's my bronzer done now, and then my last steps are literally just to use some blush. So I sort of use any cream blush. I'm going to use right now the Rare Beauty one in shade Joy, but also the ones from Hourglass are so good. But I'm just going to use this one today because I feel like it matches a vibe that I need.
Okay, where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years time, and do you have any like big goals that you want to hit that you could mention or that you want to mention?
Oh, that's lovely. Where do I see myself in the next 5 years time? Well, hopefully, this it sort of like ties into one, this answer. So I would love to do TV presenting, and I think it would be a really, really fun job, and I think it feels almost like instead of just posting, you're also doing something. So I think I would love to be a TV presenter, hopefully. I mean, I don't have any specific show that I would love to do, but I would just like it to be, you know, like a big show, a popular show, so it feels like, you know, I don't know, I just would love to be like a TV personality. I
think that's what you're destined to do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then, you know, just do other things as well. I'd love to do more modelling. I think that would be where I hopefully see myself in 5 to 10 years. And also that's my long-term goals.
Yeah.
You know?
Following on from that one, let's say you didn't, if you didn't like end up going down this path that you're on.
Yeah.
What do you think you would be doing?
Probably I would have continued doing my modelling for Pretty Little Thing, and I probably would have hoped that I would have extended to more brands by now, because I think that was the route that I was about to go down before everything changed. So probably that. So I've done my my blush. I don't know if you can really see much of it, but I just set it with powder as well, and I'm gonna go over it briefly with some powder blush, but I'm just trying to find the right brush. Okay, so I'm gonna go over it briefly with some powder blush. That is an Hourglass one. My sister got me this for Christmas, and it's perfect. It is literally perfect. And it's got like all of these powder colours in it, and I love them. But yeah, I'm just going to go over it briefly with a little powder blush to set it in place. And Emma can shoot.
Another question. Okay. Ooh, okay. Okay. What's one thing that you've learned about yourself since being in a relationship? Because obviously everyone knows it's your first relationship you're in. Is there anything you've learned about yourself, or like?
Definitely. I feel like I've learned about myself that before, you know, when you're like, you're not in a relationship, obviously you don't have to think as much about other people. You know what? Do you know what I mean by that? Like, you don't really, but I've learned that everyone's different. So you do have to, it's not just what you think is right, basically. You do have to take into account other people's opinions and stuff like that. I've definitely learned that, but I'm glad I learned that, you know?
Yeah.
Lessons along the way.
Yep. You know.
You know. You know.
What's the word? I'm looking for a word. Where you have to like compromise.
Exactly, compromise.
Compromise. Okay. Ooh. Oh, one said, I love you.
Oh my god, I love you too. I love you too.
Love you.
I just use a eyeliner just to like go over my little beauty marks that I have.
Would you ever dye your hair another colour?
Oh, I would, 100%. I think I'd always be like, have like a brown base, because I've actually never dyed my hair ever in my life. I think I'd always have like a brown base. But I was thinking, you know, like in the summer, maybe to do like something that's a bit more bouncy and short, that has like blonde in it. But like not blonde, but maybe like a caramel colour. I don't know.
That would look so nice.
It would look lovely.
Goldeny.
Yeah, you know, for the summer, I think it would be really nice and fun.
Yeah.
And now that my makeup is all basically done, I am just going to do my, oh my gosh, where's my lip liner? Yeah, I'm just going to do my lip liner and my lips, which is basically, well, it is my last step. So I'm using the Pillow Talk 3 Intense by Charlotte Tilbury. And the lip gloss I'm going to use is the, I mean, it's bloody finished, but the Lawless Forget the Filler Lip Plumping Line Smooth Gloss in Cherry Vanilla. It's perfect because it literally smooths out any lines that you have on your lips. Oh! Okay.
Okay. If you were going to, I know I already asked like where your dream destinations to go are, but if you could live anywhere in the world and you weren't allowed to live in London, where would you live?
Probably New York. Because, because I love cities and I love Gossip Girl. I'm just going to finish off my lip liner and I am going to put my lip gloss on and then I'll show you guys the finished look, okay? Okay guys, so I have put on my lip liner and my lip gloss and my makeup is done. This is literally my go-to look because I feel like it just lasts all day. It doesn't feel like too much and I just can wear it anywhere. But obviously now I've started like putting just like 2 or 3 of these little lashes on the eye. I just feel like it looks really good. So maybe I'm going to have to add that in. But thank you for watching and thank you for asking me lovely questions. Obviously I couldn't answer all of them, so I apologise to the people's questions that I didn't answer. And I hope you enjoyed and I hope you learned something maybe about makeup or my makeup routine, or maybe you can adopt some of my routine. Let me know how it goes. Let me know if you try the makeup routine. If you take a video, please post it and show me. And thank you for watching again. Hope everyone had a lovely weekend and like, comment and subscribe.